Hey everyone! I hope that you have a chance to log into our Google Hangout. This is for our 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme test group. I wanted to kind of give you all a chance to listen in and learn more about what this group is going to be about. If you've never done a challenge group with us, many of you might not know who I am, and my name is Coach Marissa Myers, and I'm the founder of Team Aloha. Basically, I used to be a nurse. I was a nurse anesthetist actually for 5 years as well. And insanity kind of fell into my lap. My coach introduced me to the program, and I got amazing results with it. I lost 25 pounds, and I was able to keep those off for 4 years now using various different Beachbody workout programs. I pretty much used them all. And I've done the 21-day fix, and I've already completed the 21-day fix extreme. I was actually invited to be a part of the coach test group, which took place last around, I think, September, October time. So I was actually one of the first coaches and one of the first participants that was able to go through the entire program, and I lost a total of 6 pounds and 11 inches. This, to me, is a game changer. I think the 21-day fix was a game changer, but I think this, with the countdown to competition meal plan, is even more so. If you're trying to get lean and shredded, I don't know which meal plan you're choosing to do, but there's 3 different meal plans. So basically, I wanted to go over the guides with you. Let me grab I meant to have all this stuff ready, but don't mind me. I was sitting outside, and then I realized that there wasn't enough light out there, so I came inside so that you could all see my face. So if you have never done the 21-day fix before, or you've never done the 21-day fix extreme, basically you start with the eating plan. This is the one that you want to look at, probably backwards on here. And you want to figure out, based on the calculations, how many calories you're supposed to consume. Very simple. Once you figure out how many calories you're supposed to consume, you figure out how many containers of each color you get to eat. Then you get multiple containers a day. You know, we have the green ones. That's for vegetables. They're all color-coded, and they are according to a certain food group. The yellow one is the complex carbs. The orange one is the fats like seeds and dressings. The purple one is for fruit. That's the fruit one. The red one is for protein. I have a brand new package that I'm opening up. I have several ones of these now. Blue is for, that's like cheese and nuts. And then there's another additional orange one in there. So you have 2 oranges. So you figure out how many containers of each one you're supposed to eat of each color. And then you spread them out throughout the day. You can plan out your meals so that you have maybe 2 or 3 containers at each meal. You should be eating meals every 2 to 3 hours. 2 if you want to rev up your metabolism even more, but I think that's sometimes hard for people to do. If you need to set an alarm to remind you when you need to eat, definitely do that. Set an alarm for every 3 hours. So once you've figured out which category, which bracket you get to eat, which chart you're in, basically, which bracket, the 1200 to 1500, then you figure out, or the 1500 to 1800, you figure out which one you're in. Then it tells you how many containers you eat. You plan out your meals with each different container, spreading them out throughout the day, eating every 2 to 3 hours. And then once you've figured all that out and planned all that out, it's probably a good idea for you to put into your schedule what time you're going to be working out every day. So if you're someone that's going to wait until the end of the day and you're going to skip it because you just got busy and you didn't do it, then maybe you should set your alarm 30 to 45 minutes earlier, and maybe you should work out before you go to work. If you struggle to get up in the morning, then maybe you need to do it at night. But just do it whatever is best for you. You can also drink your Shakeology at any time of the day. It doesn't have to be at a specific time. The Shakeology counts for a red, but anything that you put in it counts for the container the appropriate container. So if you have your chocolate vegan Shakeology with a half of a banana, then it's a red and a purple. I like to have my Shakeology in the morning, not my first meal. I usually try to make my first meal something with a high protein and maybe a complex carb, so maybe a piece of whole wheat toast, some quinoa, rice, or steel cut oats, even a sweet potato sometimes. And then I'll have a, an omelet or whatever, and then I'll usually try to work out a few hours, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours later, and then I'll have my Shakeology after I work out. That's just how I choose to do it. It doesn't mean that you need to do it that way. You can do whatever works for you, and you can play with it. But just understand that you definitely have to schedule out your times. Definitely make a plan for success, because if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail, right? So figure out what works for your schedule and plan it all out for the week, and plan it all out for the next 3 weeks if that's what you need to do. Obviously there's it talks more about what goes in each container throughout the rest of this eating plan. It tells you what you can have in each container. Then you have the other booklet that talks about the workouts, and that has the calendar on it. It tells you what workout to do what day. It's pretty simple. Today was plyo extreme, so you do that today, and then tomorrow I think is upper body extreme and the 10-minute abs, so you do that tomorrow, and then you just plan out your week. If you tend to skip a day, it's okay. What I usually try to do is make it up on a day where, for example, if you happen to just not be able to work out one day for whatever reason, then try to double up on the day that you do yoga, and try to put yoga with something else so that you can still get your workouts in. Or if it takes you 22 or 23 days to finish the program, that's perfectly fine. I know some of my clients have signed up in just the last couple of days and they don't have their program yet. That's okay. Just start eating clean and start getting moving. I know some people are planning on starting on Monday. That's okay too. Just post in the group, post your workouts. So more about the group. That's really what I wanted to talk to you about. The group is the key to your success. Engaging in the group is what's going to bring you the most success possible. Why is that? Because it's a community of people that are all there to support you and give you accountability and to lift you up so that you reach your goals. If you disappear, generally that means that you're probably not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not taking the challenge seriously, or you're not as committed to it, or maybe you have some life circumstances where they came up and you can't do it right now. But I'm going to encourage you, in those times that you're feeling down and the times that you're struggling and feeling low, don't disappear. Those are the times that I would highly encourage you to engage in the group even more. If your post is like, oh man, I'm struggling and this is tough, that's okay. Post about it. Everybody in the group is going to encourage you to keep going, because the whole point of the group is for you to have a community of people that are positive impact in your life. You have challengers that are going through the same program with you. You have tons of coaches in there that have been doing this for, several years, some of them, and have been doing challenge group after challenge group, and they're there to give you support and accountability. So I highly recommend engaging in the group as much as possible. Post your meal plans, post your pictures of your meals, sweaty workout photos. If you're doing an extra little challenge, you can post videos of you doing the workouts. You can post a video of you introducing yourself. Work on trying to find an accountability partner. If your coaches have lots of people in the group, so it would be great for you to have an additional accountability partner besides your coach. Reach out in the group and say that you're looking for someone, and talk about who you are. Are you a single mom? Are you a teacher? And try to find someone that has common interests so that you guys can be accountable to one another. And if you've invited friends to the group and they're your accountability partner, that's wonderful, because that means that you're going to be on track to reaching your goals so much more if you were just doing it on your own. And that's the whole intention of the group. It's not meant to be homework or something that's boring or something that takes away from your family time. It's meant for you to have the support you need and the accountability you need to reach your goals. So there's also going to be a contest in the group for a prize at the end. In order to be in the contest, you basically, this week is posting a post-workout sweaty selfie. So you do your workout, you take a picture of if you don't want to take a picture of your body, that's okay. Take it of your face, take it of your foot, take it of the TV, just so you have some sort of accountability. It's not meant to put you on the spot. It's not meant to make you feel uncomfortable or make you feel bad. It's meant to give you more accountability so that you continue on in this journey and you reach your goals. It's only 3 weeks, but it is one of the toughest programs I've ever done. And if you're starting with the 21-day fix, that's tough as well, especially if you haven't been working out for a while or you haven't been following. You're going to be making changes in your life. And the whole intention of the group is there to support you and give you the accountability you need to reach your goals. So I'm guessing that you're hearing the theme here is that engagement in the group is going to be the way that you reach your goals faster. Additionally, sending your coach your before photos and your measurements. I know that this can be probably the toughest thing for you to do, to take photos of yourself. You're thinking, yeah, right, I'm not even gonna take the photos of myself, let alone send them to my coach. If you're not taking the photos, let me just tell you, you are doing yourself a disservice. Because you want to chart your course. You want to be able to show off those changes that you've made, and you want to be able to compare them to where you were, and you want to be able to see that yourself. And when you take those photos of yourself and you send out that email to your coach, there is something that goes along with that that's saying you're committed and you're going to change those photos in 3 weeks. You're going to do your best with this program. You're going to follow it exactly as it's laid out. And you're going to change those before pictures, and you're going to have your after photo. But when you send them to your coach, it creates more accountability for you, which ultimately means you reaching your goals. I think a bunch of you are not able to get on. So I'm wondering if this is not working, because I'm getting a bunch of messages here on Facebook that's saying, you know, you can't get on. Maybe. My dog's trying to join in the conversation. Okay, nope, just people posting on that they're committed to their goals, which is great. So anyway, obviously, like I said, the more you engage in the group, the more accountability for you. When you send those before pictures and measurements, you're creating more accountability for yourself. And sometimes you're gonna weigh yourself and you're not gonna see the scale budge at all. And that's perfectly okay. Pay more attention to your photos, the way your clothes fitting, and your measurements. Understand that when you start a new workout program, if it's been a while since you exercised, there's a time where your muscles will swell, because when you're working out and you're lifting weights, you're making little tears in the muscles, and your body's rushing to those little tears and repairing those little tears, and you get more edema, what it's called, liquid in there. So sometimes it's normal to gain a pound or two in the first week that you start a new program. It's not fat, it's not weight, it's just water, it's swelling, and it's normal. If you've been doing the program for 3-4 weeks and you've been sticking to the meal plan and you've been sticking to the workouts and you still aren't seeing any changes at all, then maybe you reevaluate, and maybe you need to go up on the calorie bracket, or maybe you need to go down. But just make sure that you're not eating less than 1,250 calories, because that's low. That's not a lot of calories. And women tend to, when they're not losing weight, they tend to stop eating as much, and then you end up holding on to the weight even more. So the whole point is for you to eat whole, clean, real foods consistently, to rev up your metabolism, to do the 30-minute workouts, to get the results. But there was something else that I was gonna say, but I kind of lost track of that. So measurements, that's what I was gonna say, is pay attention to your images, your pictures, and your measurements, and don't pay so much attention to the scale, because sometimes you can lose several inches and the scale doesn't budge. I mean, during the 3 weeks when I did the program and I was really strict with it, I lost 6 pounds and 11 inches. The inches were more noticeable than the pounds. I mean, normal weight loss, normal healthy weight loss is 1 to 3 pounds a week. So if you lose 9 pounds in the first 21 days, that's incredible. That's amazing. And if you just throw the scale away, if you can, don't step on it every day, because it might not budge. And I don't want you to feel discouraged if it doesn't, because that's completely normal. But you can voice that in the group if you want to, and we can go over it again. It's not a problem. I wish there was a way for me to do questions on here. But there isn't. So, if you have any questions, if you want to go ahead and post them in the group, because there's a couple people that are listening right now, I can go over whatever questions you have, if you have something in particular. I'll wait, a couple of minutes. And then if nothing, then I will go ahead and shut this off. Well, I don't see anybody posting, so I can't go over your questions, but I hope that this was helpful. And if maybe, maybe if I could have a backup person, I think Charisse is on. I wish there was a way for me to be able to answer questions. Okay, well, I don't hear anybody or see anybody posting any questions on Facebook, so I'm not sure if that means that you couldn't get in, or you're getting kicked out, or maybe you're not possible to post. But so I hope that helps. And like I said, just start with the guide, figure out your meal plan, figure out how many containers you're going to be eating, plan out your meals, plan out when you're going to do your workouts and your schedule, and engage in the group as much as possible. And definitely feel free to reach out to your coach if you have any questions. I don't even think I finished my story about myself, but I think I got distracted. I hope this was helpful. And if you ever have any questions for me, you feel free to reach out to me or tag me in the group, and I'm totally available to help you. And the point of the group is to help you reach your goals and to give you the sense of community and to give you the support and accountability to make all of that happen. So thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. It was recorded. I will post the link, so anybody that missed it, feel free to watch the recording. And if you want, I can maybe do another one next week if y'all feel like it will be helpful. Okay? Everyone have a good night. Thank you.